On the day of the coronation of King Charles III, can this regal gold elixir in a bottle, fit for kings, be crowned king of all the Lamals? Let's find out. I've been known to own a few Lamal fragrances over the years. Here's what happens in my mind when a new Lamal fragrance is announced.
I love Lamal. Give me Lamal. Give me all the Lamals.
Safe to say, I was wetting my pants with excitement when the elixir was announced. The most exciting Lamal bottle design to date, an elixir of one of my favourite fragrances of all time, a Lamal that contains my favourite fragrance note of tobacco. Let's see if this can live up to the hype and excitement I've created in my own head. I'm sorry to have to disappoint you all and be the bearer of bad news, but if you own any of the other Lamal fragrances, you're probably going to want to spend your hard-earned cash on this one too. Notes are lavender, mint, benzoin, vanilla, tobacco, honey and tonka bean. Straight away it's clear this is a Lamal scent. It has that signature lavender and mint, although I would say the mint is more dialed back than in the original and even a little bit more dialed back than Le Parfum as well, but there's still a little hint of minty freshness. The opening of this makes me think of an Everton mint. If you don't know what an Everton mint is, it's a hard-boiled sweet, hard coating, it's black and white striped, and oh, this is striped as well. I wonder if there's a connection there. Who knows? But then inside this hard mint coating there's toffee, and when you smell this fragrance, immediately you get a sort of sweet, syrupy, toffee caramel depth. When I spray this on my skin, for the first 30 to 60 minutes I get a really nice lift, a nice projection, probably because of the lavender and the mint, but the sweet ambery accords are also pushing off in the initial projection as well. I love the opening of this. It's not drastically reinventing perfumery. I'm going to be honest with you. There will be a certain familiarity with the sweetness in this one. It's something that you may feel like you recognise from other fragrances, although I don't think it smells exactly like any other fragrance. So you might recognise this sweet ambery accord as a component of other designer fragrances, but combined with the Lamal DNA actually makes this different enough and it really works. As it starts to dry down, this settles into a fantastic sweet tobacco scent. I get tones of toffee, caramel, syrupy sweetness, but it never gets too sweet, it never gets sickly sweet, and it doesn't cross that line into gourmand territory. As you know, I'm a big fan of tobacco. That's one of the reasons I was so excited about this fragrance, and on that front it doesn't disappoint. The sweet tobacco part of this fragrance reminds me a little bit of the sweet honeyed tobacco in Mugler's fantastic Pure Havane, in that it's likeable, it's sweet and it's addictive. The tobacco just smoothly blends with these sweet syrupy accords into what I think is a magnificent smell. It's actually nothing that complicated or revolutionary. It's Lamal blended with a sweet syrupy tobacco, and even as you get quite far into the dry down, there's still a little bit of that Lamal DNA kicking around in the background. It does fade a little bit though as it dries down, and you're left with this sweet ambery tobacco accord, and actually it stays quite strong for quite a long time. It's not a scent that as it dries it gets super close to the skin. For me, this was projecting hours into wearing the scent. Also, this is probably just me, but if someone told me there was rum in here, I'd believe them, because I get a little bit of a sweet booziness, kind of like the smell of a rum and hot chocolate. Even though this is a pretty sweet scent, I could actually wear this all year round, probably not in the high heat. There's other sort of fragrance DNAs that I would prefer to wear in the high heat, but other than that, yeah, I could wear this whenever. If you love fragrance as much as I do, head over to my online store, luxparfum.co.uk. You'll find my favourite brands, plus brands you can't find anywhere else in the UK. Link is in the description. Anyone could wear this, male, female, young or old. There are no age or gender limits on this fragrance. And then in terms of occasions, all occasions, I could easily wear this casually as a fragrance. I could wear this as a date night scent. I could wear this in bars and clubs. I could wear it as a formal occasion scent. So even though it's not your typical versatile style DNA, I think it could be pretty versatile in terms of the situations you can wear this in. Whenever you choose to wear this though, get ready for some attention, because this is the type of fragrance that is highly likely to pull in a few compliments. And even if people aren't complimenting you to your face, they're more than likely really enjoying the smell of this. It's a very likable, addictive, sensual, mass appealing fragrance. I'm not too sure what concentration this is. I've tried to find out online. On the bottom of the bottle it says Male Elixir Parfum, so I'm not sure if that means it's parfum concentration. I would assume EDP, probably. It certainly smells more like an EDP. Male Parfum was an EDP, that wasn't a parfum concentration. Gets a little bit confusing. Despite all that, good performance, great projection for a couple of hours, and then as it dries down, projection just dials in a little bit, but it's still there. I found that because of the depth and the sweetness of this fragrance, it was powering on for quite a few hours. Overall, I'd probably say pretty similar longevity to Male Parfum. We got to talk about this Bling Presentation. I'm going to get straight to it. This, I think, is the best Male bottle yet, with the gold stripes. And these darker bits, they look like black on the publicity pictures, but when you get the bottle in your hands, you can see that it's actually glass. You can see the juice through the glass, and it's an ambery coloured glass. It looks really nice. The package is the same size as all the other Males, but this lad definitely has the biggest ring. Oh, sailor. I was a little nervous when this was first announced. I don't remember getting this excited about Male Parfum. I don't know why. Perhaps it's because of the notes in here, but I got excited and I was hoping that Jean Paul Gaultier would not drop the ball, that they would release a good fragrance, something that was a little bit different, something that would please the Male fanboys like me, something that smelled modern. In my opinion, they've done all that. I think this fragrance is excellent. I'm really enjoying this. I think it's going to be a hit. This will be a very popular scent for Jean Paul Gaultier. I loved Male Parfum. I thought that was a great release, but you know what? I love this more. Male with tobacco. I was always going to like this a little bit more, wasn't I? Can I crown it the new king of the Males? Well, Male Parfum had that crown because it was a fantastic modern day reimagining of the original fragrance. In my opinion, I like this better. So I'm happy to say I can crown Male Elixir the new king of all the Males. Two kings have been crowned on this momentous day. Obviously one more important than the other. We have to put things into perspective here. King Charles will only be dropping one pair of panties. This bad boy will be dropping thousands of panties across the globe. What a lad. That's it. I'm excited to bring my thoughts about the new Male Elixir to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Have you tried it yet? I would love to hear your thoughts. Maybe if you're not as infatuated with sweet tobacco fragrances as I am, maybe you won't enjoy it as much as me. Everyone's going to get different things out of this. But if you're like me, if you have similar tastes to me, I think you're going to dig this fragrance. So do let me know your thoughts when this starts to get a wider release. I would love to hear from you in the comments. If you found this video useful, you know what to do. Give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you do all that, I will see you in the next video. God save the king.